East Oak Avenue.
Move those collectively.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call?
McCoy?
Yes.
Brownell?
Yes.
Conley?
Yes.
Van Ort?
Yes.
Hawkinson?
Yes.
Number 25, resolution creating side-by-side position within the sheriff's office. Number 26, resolution approving extension of employment agreement with Al Roderick. Number 27, resolution assigning service agreements for Mesro Financial Investment to Creative Planning Polk. Number 28, resolution approving termination of contract with Regenix.
I'll move those collectively.
I'll second that question with Tom.
Okay, go ahead, Bob.
28, John, I read your weekly update on Regenerex. Were they just, no, I didn't quite understand it. Were they just doing the stem cell process, and that all they're doing, or they had wider role of that? Thank you for, yeah.
I'll let Jeff handle it again.
Jeff at Human Resources Regenix. We had a contract with Regenix doing stem cell treatment. It was previously not covered by Wellmark. Now Wellmark covers it. We have a number of providers that provide that service, so it doesn't make sense to have an exclusive contract with Regenix any longer.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Good.
Perfect.
It saves cost per.
Yes, and we'll no longer be. We were previously paying $1,000 per claim. To process Regenix claims, we'll no longer do that
Save $1,000, right?
per
Per
claim.
claim?
Yes.
No.
Wow.
I thought $1,000 a collector, we had wow.
No.
Or the black.
Per claim when it's used.
They were the only
wasn't clear. My memo was per claim. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just a
They were the only provider originally in town.
Original.
Right.
Yep. Now many local providers provide that specific treatment. Yep.
But if the employee wants to stay with them, they can continue to stay with them at their out-of-pocket cost.
Yes,
Okay.
that's correct. They can continue to select.
Okay.
Thanks, Jeff.
Okay, roll call?
McCoy?
Yes.
Brownell?
Yes.
Conley?
Yes.
Van Ort?
Yes.
Hawkinson?
Yes.
Number 29, resolution approving burn justice assistance grant for residential substance abuse treatment. Number 30, resolution approving cooperative services and transport 28-day agreement with Adventureland and the City of Altoona Fire Department. Number 31, resolution approving business associate agreement with Heritage Health Solutions for services at the Polk County Jail. Number 32, resolution approving agreement with Mr. Car Wash for retail car wash services.
I'll move those, and I got a question.
No second.
Is there a second?
On the, and Ralph, you might know this, or somebody from the sheriff's office, this burn grant, is this a continuation? You know, this is for the bridges out at the jail. Anybody from the jail here? Perfect.
I think they're out of town probably for a funeral.
Okay. Well, I see the amount of grant award is for $436,000. Is this a continuation of the bridges thing all the time? Anybody know that answer?
It depends if they apply, they have to apply every year for that grant. And like, you have anything about? St. Vincent de Paul also receives part of that grant. But it's it has to be renewed every year. And they only,
I just want to know
bridges
what
only gets a
I want to
percentage
know
of
what
it.
our part is in all this. How
Oh.
much are we continuing to pay, really?
I thought we were right at $250,000 per year for the Bridges program,
Yep.
and that was a standing appropriation.
I can't remember, that's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
find out.
That's
a
what it
separate
was.
agreement.
And that was
Outside of this.
separate.
Outside of this?
Yeah.
Yeah, the grant itself is a federal grant, and you have to apply for it every year. And all the money, it's a percentage goes to St. Vincent de Paul, and a percentage goes to bridges. And it's a reimbursable grant. They have to perform services to get the money to come in. But the sheriff or you are not responsible for any of the money.
Angela, I think what we need to tease out, I think your question is how much of this grant and how much of the funding you guys are putting
Yeah,
into
because
bridges.
it says here we got a match, 25% match.
Right. So we just need to revisit what the overall cost of bridges being in the jail is and what all is paying for what.
That'd be great.
We can do that.
All right, thank you.
I just got a question, and I don't know, so I'm curious about the Mr. Car Wash services. Is that something, and Tommy, maybe I can ask you, Tommy Licio, how do we wash the rest of our cars?
We currently run everything out to Public Works and use the wash bay.
Right, they got the great big bays out there with big wands and water and soap and all that stuff.
They do. That's how we do all the general services vehicles.
Well, how has the sheriff's office had a contract to drive through the car wash? I guess in my 20 years I don't ever remember seeing this. Is this something new, Ralph? Or I guess my question is more about consistency across the county on how we service and maintain our vehicles. That's something we've always tried to get to. And now we got general services washing their own vehicles and the sheriff's office driving through car washes. And I'm not asking deputies to not, to take time off their beat to wash their cars, but it seems that there should be something maybe a little bit more internal or cost effective than that.
Excuse me, Tom, it does say car washes are already budgeted for, it's a change of vendor only.
Well, who'd they go from? Because I don't ever remember approving any agreement with
I have
any
no
car
idea.
wash provider
That I
anywhere in the
can't-
county.
That I can't tell you, but it does say it's just a change of vendor.
Probably the budget or something, it's where you find it.
I don't know, but
Have they always washed their cars externally, Tommy, do you know?
I have witnessed some sheriff's vehicles pull in the wash bays as well, so I'm not really sure if they do or don't. I mean, I don't see a lot of them, but I have seen them pull in the wash bay and then up to the vacuum.
For me, I wish somebody was here at the sheriff's office. It's about, and I was going to talk about this at the end of our meeting today, but Angela and I had the opportunity to go out and tour 1904 Carpenter yesterday, and I don't think all of us realize how many talented, hardworking people that we have in this county that do wonderful work internally, and we're trying to bring some of that work back in. These guys are out there doing a very, very professional job at 1904, remodeling the inside of that building for the sobering center and the welcoming center. Very professional, and I was really encouraged by the idea that we're starting to bring some of that work back in internally to our employees. Now we're going to contract washing cars, I guess, or we have been, and so anyway, maybe it's getting in the weeds a little bit, but it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. That's all.
My view, since it is budgeted, we can take it up in the decision packages for next year, or not decision packages, the general overall budget, see if there's a way to find a cost savings here.
Yeah. Is there a timeline on this, or we could defer it, and I could get an explanation from someone at the sheriff's office why we're not doing this internally?
I'm not sure there's any urgency to this particular contract.
I just asked that we defer it until our next meeting.
I'll move to defer.
Roll call?
Number 32, we're asking to defer only.
Yep, they're 32.
McCoy,
Yes.
Brownell,
Yes.
Conley,
Yes.
Van Ort,
Yes.
Hawkinson.
Yes. Okay, we'll move on. Item 33.
I think we've got to take a vote on the rest.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's correct.
I'll move the rest of the
Thank you.
items.
Thanks, Angela.
Second.
Roll call.
McCoy,
Yes.
Brownell,
Yes.
Conley,
Yes.
Van Ort,
Yes.
Hawkinson.
Yes. Now we can move on to 33.
Resolution approving September 2023 manufactured home abatements.
Move.
Roll call?
McCoy,
Yes.
Brownell,
Yes.
Conley,
Yes.
Van Ort,
Yes.
Hawkinson.
Yes.
Number 34, resolution calling a special county election on the proposed issuance of not to exceed $350 million general obligation bonds for capital loan notes for general county purpose.
Move resolution.
Second.
Thanks. I just really briefly, the board members have make comments. We've had multiple open public discussions about this item. This vote is to put it on the November ballot. So there's a lot of new things that we're going to be working through with Jamie Fitzgerald's office on notification of voters and what have you. But anyway, I think it's an important matter for the voter to decide.
I agree. Do we want to hear from anybody? Does anybody have a statement to make or?
Comments, anyone? We're good. Okay. Roll call.
McCoy,
Yes.
Brownell,
Yes.
Conley,
Yes.
Van Ort,
Yes.
Hawkinson.
Yes.
Number 35, resolution approving agreement with City of Des Moines and operations downtown for Port Avenue security.
Move.
I'll second it, and then I got a comment.
Yeah, I just want to get, Sarah, could you just update us really quickly, and then Angela ask whatever she needs to ask.
Sure. This is a continuation of an agreement that we've had with these parties for the last couple of years, particularly to increase the presence of Des Moines police officers downtown. We've reduced our contribution, and this is a 1-year contract instead of our usual 3-year, with the goal being that the city of Des Moines, working in the next budget cycle, to create a permanent downtown Des Moines police force so that we can continue to scale back our investment in this initiative.
That's pretty much what I was gonna say, is I know Sarah's been involved in the safety committee that Tiffany and Catherine Coonan are kind of leading, but attended a meeting last week. And Des Moines PD have been making significant strides on what's happening downtown. They have 2 shifts during the day that actually do foot patrol, and moving people right along, and really not arresting them, but just having their presence. I know that I've been contacted by a few downtown folks, particularly on that 6th Avenue where we had some real issues. It's making a significant difference, and we've said all along, and I will make a statement today. I really don't want to give additional dollars until I know that they've made a commitment to downtown police, an actual precinct, and a downtown beat where they need to continue to be making a presence every day, walking the streets, and obviously it works. So I think they've done that.
They started the foot patrol, right?
Yes, they have.
Okay.
It's twice a day, I think. Isn't that right, Tiffany?
Yeah, they have a number of officers on site throughout downtown, multiple shifts. That started August 21st.
Yes.
I think the original discussion that we had some time back was that they were going to have a downtown, more of a downtown force of some sort, or a special
Yes.
that just functioned downtown. The city was still working through those issues. Are they still working toward that direction, Tiffany? Do you know?
Yes,
Okay.
they are. To Sarah's point, the goal is to amp that up and go faster. Originally, there was a talk of a 3-year timeline. It takes recruitment of cadets according to
Right.
the chief, as you know, but DMPD and city of Des Moines have been great partners.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it is hard to recruit. We get that, but they really gotta step it up, because we know it works. And chief and that major are really committed to making something happen. So we really appreciate their commitment to all of this.
Perfect. Okay. Be roll call.
McCoy?
Yes.
Brunel?
Yes.
Conley?
Yes.
Van Ort?
Yes.
Hawkinson?
Yes.
Number 36, resolution approving agreement for services and business associate agreement with St. Vincent de Paul for operations of the operations and services that will be provided at the 1914 Carpenter Avenue Resource Center.
Move resolution.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
McCoy?
Yes.
Brunel?
Yes.
Conley?
Yes.
Van Ort?
Yes.
Hawkinson?
Yes. Communications.
Number 37, request for abatement of taxes on property instituted 12 Monroe Road in Johnston.
Refer the assessor, treasurer, and county attorney.
Number 38, notice of appraisal of damages and time for appeal in the matter of the condemnation of certain rights of land for the Heater Creek Stream Stabilization Phase 2.
Refer to the treasurer and the county attorney.
Number 39, City of Ankeny notice of consultation meeting concerning a petition for the annexation of land by the City of Ankeny. Number 40, City of Elkhart notice of hearing regarding proposed voluntary annexation request. Number 41, City of Johnston hearing notice regarding proposed amendment number 7 to the Northwest 62nd Avenue Urban Renewal Plan.
Okay, refer those to the Public Works and the county attorney. Any budget actions?
None.
Memorandum of appointments?
Move appointment list.
Second.
Roll call.
McCoy?
Yes.
Brunel?
Yes.
Conley?
Yes.
Van Ort?
Yes.
Hawkinson?
Yes. Yeah, but before we adjourn, I had mentioned earlier, I encourage all the board members, we just went out yesterday morning and took a quick stroll through our property on Carpenter that's getting rehabbed by our guys and gals out there, and I was just so extremely impressed by it. I know a lot of you folks out there that work out of different buildings, you already realize how good some of our guys are, most of our guys are. But man, they're just doing a bang-up job out there at work that we would normally have contracted out. So I'm proud of the work that they're doing, and I know they enjoy being able to utilize their expertise every single day out there on that project. So they're doing great work. So I just
It'll
wanna-
blow your mind, really. Their talent is really.
unbelievable what some of our guys can do, so, and have done, so, anyway. All right, anything
to
else,
adjourn.
board members?
We report staff tomorrow.
Yeah, more stuff tomorrow. Allison will be here to present to you what she's presenting to the other counties on the climate pollution reduction grant for the $1 million grant we got from the EPA. So she'll go over that. I'll do a little brief update on it, but since we're on that topic of the climate action team.
Okay, all right. Need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Roll call.
McCoy?
Yes.
Brownell?
Yes.
Conley?
Yes.
Van Wert?
Yes.
Hawkinson?
Yes.